inside us. We the comeback kids, kids. We the comeback kids.
ITZ. This is Shannon Austin coming to you from ITZ in the Zone Studios. I'm excited today. I'm excited because I finally get a chance to express to you what In the Zone is all about. What In the Zone is all about is a lifestyle. It is a way of looking at life like you've never looked at it before. In the Zone deals with 3 areas of existence. And if you understand these 3 areas, you will be able to navigate this life in a way you thought you never could before. So the first area is the zone. The zone is that place where you feel like you can go and go and go. The zone is that place where we saw Michael Jordan shooting three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer and looking at the announcers saying, I don't know how I'm doing this. The basketball seems small, the basketball hoop seems huge, and I'm just dropping them. I don't know what it is. And what the announcers said was Mike was in the zone. Lance Armstrong, 7 times, 7, count them, 7-time Tour de France champion, one of the greatest sporting events the world has ever known, one of the most challenging sporting events the world has ever known. 7 times in a row, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. 5 times in a row was an unbeatable and unreachable goal for the Tour de France. But here Lance Armstrong does it 7 times in a row. The only way you can win the Tour de France 7 times in a row is if you live in the zone. It has to be a thought process. It has to be a methodology. It has to be a way that you approach life. In the zone was a concept that came to me years ago. I had a good friend of mine, David Starks. He was the president of our cycling club, Horizon Cycling Club down in Washington, D.C. And David was an absolute monster on the bike. Hear what I'm telling you? When I say monster, I mean he was an absolute beast. There was no way denying it. There was no way of trying to fiddle around it. He was going to drop you on the bike. He was going to drop you like a bad habit. There might have been 2 to 3 other cyclists in the cycling club that could hang with Dave, but even they got dropped like bad habits. And so just for the sake of respect, I'm going to mention their names. Jose Wagner, Joey Fordham, Herb Buchanan, all beasts, but there was a beast above the beast. There was a beast amongst the beast, and that beast was David Starks, and we all gave him his props and his respect. And Dave had the ability to climb, and right after that climb, able to get into a place where he could push his body so hard that his recovery propelled him to the zone. I remember a ride that we rode, the Brandywine Figure 8. It was a beast of a ride. And the first quarter of the ride, all you did was tootle. You just kind of rode and we talked and we laughed, we joked, we cracked on each other. But when that hill came, you had to buckle down and climb this hill. It wasn't a joke. And here I came to this hill the first time and was absolutely, my chest felt like it was going to explode. Maybe less than that, halfway up the ride, I had to get off of the bike and push the bike up the rest of the hill. That's how difficult this particular climb was for me. And when I got to the top of the hill, guess what? No Dave Starks, no Jose Wagner, no Herb Buchanan, no Joey Fordham. No one was there. They were gone. And here I am having to now play catch up on a ride that this is the first time I rode. Now, I knew the route. I didn't worry about being lost. But there was a sense of emptiness filled with the fact that that hill kicked my butt. So guess what I hit? I hit the wall. And the wall is that second place. The wall is that second place that we have to be concerned about. You have the zone. That's that place where you feel like you can go and go and go forever. And now we're presented with the wall. The wall is that place of pain. It is that barrier that keeps us from experiencing the wall. It is that place of so much discomfort that we feel like we want to stop what we're doing. We want to get off the bike. We want to quit the job. We want to get a divorce. It is that place where we feel like we can't go on. No, we don't want to go on. We have no desire to go on. And the reason why we don't have that desire is because it's so painful. It is because the pain that we're experiencing is so unbearable that we just have to stop the activity. Some of us have walls in our lives that are jobs, that are dead-end jobs, not dead-end because there isn't any upward mobility, but dead-end because it's really not our passion. It's not something that we want to do. It's something that our parents told us that it was a good thing to fall back on. You might have wanted to be an artist. You might have wanted to be a musician. You might have wanted to be a teacher. But everyone told you, the people around you told you that that wasn't a stable position. That wasn't a position that would bring you the security that you felt you needed. And so now you're in a dead-end job and you're stuck. Some of you, that wall is your marriage. You have gotten to a place where you feel like, I don't want to live with this person anymore. I just don't even want to be in the same house. I definitely don't want to sleep in the same bed. I don't want to be in their whole environment. Their whole sphere of influence is disgusting to me. And I don't want to have anything to do with it. You're hurt. They've cheated on you. They've lied. They've not loved you like you were supposed to be loved. They've not valued you like you're supposed to be valued. And you feel like, I just don't want to be involved anymore. I cannot go on anymore. That place for you is the wall. And then you have that place that I'd like to call the pre-wall. The pre-wall is the place where most people live. Now, for the most part, if you've lived this life, you've experienced the wall. Most of you have never experienced the zone, but all of us have experienced what I like to call the pre-wall stage. The pre-wall stage is that place where you can or you can't. Come see, come sa. I could have a burger or I don't have to have a burger. It's that place where you don't really care. It's a comfort zone. It's a place that you don't really have to exert a lot of effort. You don't really have to really push yourself beyond a certain point. All you have to do is show up, stay there for a little while, and punch out, leave. Some of you are sitting at work right now watching this and saying, I really don't want to be here, but I'm just going to do the bare minimum. I have a good paying job. I have good benefits. I have a fairly decent, enjoyable work environment. So why rock the boat? Why stay here? But you really are not happy. You really are not experiencing all that life has to offer you. And so you just like being in that pre-wall state. That pre-wall state on the Brandywine Figure 8 was that place where we can talk, where we can joke and we can laugh. And we really don't have to exert ourselves. But we got to get to the wall at some point in our lives. At some point in our lives, we're going to hit the wall. And so you've experienced the wall at some point in your life. You're dedicated to never experiencing that again. So you only do just enough to get by. You only study just enough to pass the test. You don't want to stay up all night. You don't want to do an all-nighter. You don't want to get up early in the morning. You don't want to stay up late at night and then have to get up early in the morning to be able to realize your dreams, to make your dreams a reality. So what you do is you relegate yourself to the background. You sing background better than anybody else, and you just do all you can do to just get by. So I have a question for you. How's that working for you? How do you feel that your life has gone up until now with that mindset? How do you feel? Has your family benefited from this mindset? Have you benefited from this mindset? Is there anybody that's doing better in life having benefited from the process of you being in this pre-wall state? No. I can guarantee you that all you have done is made everybody else get to the point where all they want to do is exist in this life. But the question then becomes, how do you get from the pre-wall to the zone? Question, how do you get from the pre-wall, Shannon, to the zone? Well, there's something in between. It was number 2. And that's the only way you can get to the zone. Listen to me. The only way you're going to get to the zone from the pre-wall is through the wall. That's it. The wall. That's it. Simple as that. You have to get to a point in life where you are willing to embrace adversity. You have to be willing to embrace adversity. You have to. You have to be willing to understand that without struggle, there is no progress. And if you have what appears to be progress without struggle, it doesn't last long. It's not worth it. If you're in a marriage and you thought it was going to be hunky-dory and you thought it was just going to be rose petals and rice and some of you for bubbles just all the rest of your livelong day, I got news for you. The only way that you will ever experience the most highest point that you could ever experience in your life, the highest high, the place where you feel like you cannot go any higher, the only way to experience that is if you experience the lowest of lows, the adversity, the wall. The only way you're going to experience the zone is if you experience the wall. You have to go through the wall. That is the only route to get to the zone. That's it. There is no other way that you can get to the zone. There is no other way that you can get to that place of bliss, of feeling of wanting to be in this place and forever and never want to leave if you have not experienced in the zone. But some of us are running from adversity, and we have to embrace adversity. Some of us are running from challenges when we have to dig in and meet challenges head on. It's not going to be easy, I guarantee you. It's nothing that you will hear coming from In the Zone Studios. There's nothing that you're going to hear that's going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. But the end result, what the harvest that you will reap as a result of your planting will be enormous if you remain diligent. Now, you won't reap anything if you stay in the pre-wall state. There's nothing there for you. I guarantee it. All it could be is a pathway to the wall. If when you start your race, the pre-wall place is the pathway to the wall, then you've got the right thought process. But if you decide to just live your race of your life in the pre-wall state, then you're not going to be very successful. I guarantee it. But I know you want to be successful. God has placed something in you. God has placed something special in you. You were created for a purpose. That marriage you're in is designed to be able to affect a community, to bring wholeness and happiness to a community. And because you're broken, because your marriage is broken, because you're broken as an individual, you don't see how that goodness can flow from your situation. Well, I guarantee you it can. It can if you embrace the negativeness that you're in. Embrace it, look at it head on, and deal with it. Deal with it head on. It's going to hurt. I guarantee you it's going to hurt. But the place that you will be after that will be phenomenal. The place that you will be, the things that you will experience as a result of going through that adversity will be absolutely incredible. And what it will be is it will be a life lived in the zone. You will be ITZ all day, baby, in the zone all day. When you step into that workplace, when you step into your new entrepreneurial endeavors, when you step into your household after work and you're able to embrace your spouse and say, whoo, baby, what kind of day have you had? Because my day has been powerful and I'm so excited to see you today. When you can make love like you've never made before, when you can go on vacation and appreciate the company of your spouse, when you can bring and provide opportunities because of your entrepreneurial ideas, because of that movie you need to shoot, that CD or that album you need to make, that business you need to start, that building or home you need to design, that cure for cancer that you need to come up with. It is all in the zone. And I promise you, if you just stick in there long enough, you tarry long enough, you wait long enough, and you deal with that adversity long enough, eventually you'll be rewarded with being able to live in the zone. ITZ, baby. Let's do it. You, me, we're living in the zone.